Well, hello there, YouTube. Welcome to a wonderful 43-degree Friday, the 26th of January. It's not sunny. This has this very peaceful vibe to it. I like it. Maybe it's just that it's a Friday. Fridays are always special, aren't they? Anyway, let's go on down to work and get that knocked out and start a weekend. Maybe we can tinker with that Himalayan a little bit there. Heck yeah. Excited about that. If it made the difference to the Himalayan that it did to the 350, I'll just be as happy as a clam. 46 degrees and definitely cloudy. But the roads were dry all the way here.
Yeah.
It wasn't until the last few miles that started getting sprinkles and getting the auto wipes going on and stuff like that. Other than that, nice peaceful drive.
It was.
It's nice to feel dry road underneath you.
It is.
The hiss and the...
Yeah. Total whiteout.
Yeah. Craziness. Mama?
Yes,
We've officially made it to Friday.
We have it.
Friday.
Yes.
Alrighty. So, let's go in there and get it busted out and get a weekend started.
All right.
Go home and tinker with stuff.
Yeah. I was dying to tinker.
Yeah. Alrighty.
All right.
Well, we're out. Love you. See you. Bye.
Love you, baby.
Bye now.
Bye.
Trying to finish my BRP training here. The last one is the Can-Am off-road stuff. It's like 10 modules in this thing. But I wanted to show you the 24 G310GS. That thing is absolutely gorgeous. So Tim said he put them all together. He goes, "You want to ride one of these GS's?" He put a black one together and a couple of R's. There is a G310R that's in that same kind of color scheme. It is gorgeous. Look at that thing. Holy moly. So if it dries out, we'll take her for a quick spin. Made in India. How about that? See if I can do this without getting wet today. Should be able to. Little 310s, man. These things are awesome. I hope we put enough gas in here that I'll survive the test ride. These are the ones I was telling you about that, well, I've taken you on test rides on them. They just, every time you take off, you stall them. Oh, I completely missed the thing. There we go. But yeah, they stalled so easy. And now it's just, you don't even think about it. You just ride like a regular motorcycle. Just take a short little thing here today. Oh, it's sprinkling. Little whistly motors. Can't tell if he's in there or not. Oh, big old water crossing there. Get the shield up. You know, we've only had one problem with one of these, and that was, remember, it was sucking oil through the breather and blasting it down into the throttle body, and it was this O-ring that separated between these covers and the breather, and that, well, it wasn't really an O-ring, it was kind of a seal, so to speak, and the thing got lipped when they were putting it together. And when I went to level 3, or maybe it was level 2, whatever it was, they actually had, because they bought that motorcycle back because the guy kept complaining about it. Well, luckily I wasn't the one working on it. I'm gonna avoid the upper lot because they got some big water crossing. Whoa, big water crossings through there. I think I was in like 4th gear there. It only has about 12.7 gears. Yeah, it's starting to miss pretty good on me now. They're crying about the bikes coming. I don't drive places I get them dirty, but some guys go bombing around the back lot and stuff like that. But sales is complaining that we're getting them dirty on the test rides. So I'll roll her in, let it cool off, give her a wipe down. No microfibers near a motorcycle while it's hot, I tell you what. I preached at those guys, and I let one touch my 350. Ooh, it's chilly out here. I don't know what it is. You know, I keep going back here as a habit, and then I always end up getting locked out. No, I can get out of here easy today. That's a good sign. They must be selling. Oh, look at FJ Cruiser. They must be selling some. That guy's always doing wheel stuff. These things run surprisingly well. Yeah, it rain's starting to get a little more intense on me here. I noticed all the lights are LEDs. Like it's been that way since they for the last, well, probably 2 or 3 years now. But Tim had this thing down on the BMW computer when I walked in this morning. I'm like, jeez, that headlight's bright. I walked around, it's got the cool halo and everything else. I'll run up here and I'll go to my little nook area over here and I'll do a quick walk around on it. Stay out of the thick water. That's the slinger stuff. It's so much nicer that you don't have to think about stalling these things. It's terrible. I hate when you have to ride something that way. You got to stay on the throttle, you know. I like it when you can you can all but just let go of the throttle. It's so comfortable, this thing. Not quite as roomy as the seat is like my Himalayan, but over its riding posture, everything's just spot on. Manufactured in India, isn't that something? Let's do a quick little walk around. Make sure your lens is clean here. Yeah, she's something else. Yeah, I think I did spray a little stuff on there. Might have to hit it with a sprayer right quick. Splasher. Some water. Dual overhead cam. It's interesting. It's a backwards running motor. That's cool. The Rally. Rally with the E. See, it's got the halo and then the crazy bright headlight. Beautiful. God almighty. That will not last long. Somebody's gonna snatch this thing up like right away. And there's the R model, the street one is kind of got the same colorway. It's not called a Rally, obviously, but it's cool. Look at the swing arm. Has the same color as the engine. That's cool. I think I'll take the shorter. I'm not going to take the fourth plane. I'm just going to go through the parking lot and go across the street. It's misting pretty good out here now. It's Standing up, perfect. Oh, what a gorgeous motorcycle. Wow, that thing is pretty. Son of a gun. Gonna be a proud new owner of this young gal. Yeah, before we went with the Himalayans, I had Kelly sit on one of these, and yeah, the suspension is, you know, nice and soft, so it settles quite a bit, but it's still way too tall for her. And we're not really into the, you know, you gotta have computers for everything and water cooling. We like things to be nice and simple. I love that when you back off his move on the compression braking. D-cell. Look, it's got tons of suspension. It's nice and soft and pliable. It's just absolutely fantastic. Well, anyway, thanks for coming along for the rip. Alrighty. From the G310GS to the Himalayan. So when I got back, I'd finished my tests and stuff with BRP. That was brutal. But I'm not going to do much to it tonight. I might pull the tank off and try to take a look at it. I know it's not that hard, but because I'm sure I got to take the coils and stuff out of the way to make room to lift that cam cap off of this thing. Maybe I'll throw the air filter in there right quick and go from there. But we'll piddle with most of it tomorrow. So hang tight here. I'll pop the tank and stuff off right quick. Have my cam and filter and stuff ready. Pop the tank off right quick. So yeah, it's just a matter of these. You can unzip these things from these bases. A lot of manufacturers do that as a plug, and it has a hole in it that you can use a zip tie on. And you can loosen that harness if you need to move it up or move it around a little bit. But yeah, it looks like basically probably take this bracket. I think that bracket was holding part of that AIS kit, and it holds cables and stuff out of the way, so I've left it on there. It looks like literally the ignition coil and this bracket. You can see I made a little. You guys ever do that? Make a little spacer with a zip tie and a piece of hose? Because I didn't want it riding on anything. So I do that a lot. But yeah, it looks straightforward. Get this stuff out of the way. I probably won't have to even touch the harness over there. And I'll probably take this. Oh, that's part of my my evap elimination kit there. So only it can breathe, so that if it tries to become a straw, it's got an air path that it can take instead of just sucking it straight up from its overflow on the ground. But yeah, this is gonna be easy. But I'll pop the filter in there right quick. So it's just 3 screws. The outer cover is held on with 3. Don't take the front one off. It's a dummy. You can still see it in the cover. It's just a dummy with a nut on the back, and then it uses a push pin, side cover grommet type thing. 3 screws off of the filter. Usually the stock one comes out, takes the filter with it, or maybe not. I don't think I can get past the little framework there. There we are. That's how it breathes initially, which is way better than the 350 was. Holy moly. Yeah, that thing gobbles way more air. That thing's nowhere near as restrictive as we made it out to be. That thing actually, that's opened up pretty good. Then the filter, and it breathes from the inside. And you can see The stock filter is perfectly clean. This is the clean air side. Comes in the hole, filters the air, and then enters the air box and goes through. But just simply grab your DNA. It's absolutely spotlessly clean in there, as you would expect it to be. And there's a little, you feel a little notch that it catches in back there. And I think this is a perfect triangle. I don't think there's a certain way it has to go. Yeah. Guess you'll find out when you line it up. If it don't line up, you'll know. Yeah, looks like it's going to line right up. Get it to grab the filter all the way. Yeah, that's it. So let me tighten this thing down right now. You just use the same screws that came out. And that's it. Easy peasy. That intake, that stock stuff, that's nowhere, I mean, not even a fraction as resistant as everybody makes it out to be. That's not going to make a huge difference. I mean, there'll be some, because the filter has a little less resistance and it's slightly bigger hole, but it's not going to be a huge thing. I'm not going to expect a big airbox bark out of this one. But, you know, oh, look at that. I think I noticed that when I did the first service on it. Look how there's information actually like one of those scrolling tools, you know, you can put your initials in a tool or whatever, scribing tool. Or somebody scribe something into that. It's pretty straightforward. Get everything on top dead center on compression. If you don't know how to get your motorcycle on the top dead center on the compression stroke, not the exhaust stroke, you probably shouldn't be touching this thing. I promise you shouldn't be touching this thing. But, you know, with Hitchcocks, they even have a PDF that they've taken a copy out of the shop manual on how to do all this. And that's right there on where you order the cam. And there's your crank position thing. There'll be you got the top dead center mark in there. It's kind of funky looking in a hole, but a little flashlight and you peek down in there and you do it. So top dead center, you align your cam and slowly take her apart. You want it to be on top dead center on compression when you're taking this head cover off. Otherwise, the cam is loaded and can do weird things. It's not going to pull off even. Not a good thing. So anyway, we'll tinker with that tomorrow. And from here, we'll go in and do a quick little goodbye with Mama. Well, hello there, YouTube. Man, I come in and got cozy at my desk there and went out cold for like 2 hours. It's like 10:30 out here now.
Yeah, he was gone.
That's crazy. Man, had great dreams and everything else. So, well, things when you wake up, you're trying to figure out, you know, what day is it? Is it morning time, daytime? This time of year is so dark, so long. Even when it's daylight, it's doomy and gloomy. And yeah, I was confused. Kelly goes, "Did you have a nice little nap?" I said, "Man, I guess I did."
Yeah.
Bam! I went out. Just uploaded some of the video stuff on the MacBook and boom, sayonara.
Nice.
Anyway, on that, still trying to wake up, and we'll say goodbye.
Alrighty. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. We really do appreciate it. We will talk to you tomorrow. Same smoke time, same smoke channel. Don't forget to give her a thumbs up, and you guys have a wonderful Saturday or Sunday.
Alrighty. I reckon we'll talk to you in the morning.
Yes, we'll see you then.
All right. Thanks for watching, though. Bye-bye.